There we go.
I had nachos for dinner tonight.
You know, hello everybody. We're back live here on what's this, Tuesday?
Today is Tuesday. You know what we got going on here? Alexa, what's the weather in Burlington, Vermont?
In Burlington, there's a freeze warning in effect Wednesday, May 13th from 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. The current weather is 48 degrees Fahrenheit
No,
with
it's
mostly
not.
cloudy skies. Tonight's forecast has just a few clouds in the sky, with a low of 33 degrees.
I think YouTube's having problems.
Well, I'm seeing people chat on YouTube.
Yeah, let me check here. And let me know if you're seeing us on YouTube because I got an error message when I tried to start the first time.
Steve commented because I specifically asked for Burlington.
Oh, no, it looks like we're on.
So, Steve, What does your wife think when the thing gave you the weather for Burlington, Vermont? It's ridiculous how cold it is. Next week is supposed to be in the 70s.
Middle of May, and it's still 30 degrees. So,
my buddy, okay, Bruce can see us. Jeff, how are you doing? YouPorn is up and running. Well, that's good. We're not on YouPorn. Although body painting, set your Patreon for body painting. You could be up and running pretty quick.
That might be my new job because I just got word that hockey league I was working for 40 years just closed up shop. 40 years, and they just closed up shop. Is it worth it anymore? That's all I'm going to say. Is it worth it anymore? What's up, Dave? So
she's working in the soundproof office.
So Scott was the one that told me about that league, and I'm pretty bummed out about that. So
the guy that I used to, my buddy Jim, who I worked for 10 years. So I made the comment this morning on Facebook. Oh, it's it can stop snowing at any point. It's the 12th. It's somebody said it's the 72nd of March. I like that one too. He goes back to work Monday because the stores are being opened again up here, and he says, now we get the nice weather as I go back to work. I said, you can play 9 before you go to work. Get over yourself there, Vitanos. Get over yourself.
That's funny.
So I can score you a Brady jersey.
Yeah. Oh, so we tried something new for dinner tonight.
What'd you do for dinner tonight?
This guy here, the guy that watches YouPorn all day long, right? This guy here.
Everybody has to have a hobby, and is like Quagmire. His left arm or right arm is in very good shape.
Yeah. So anyway, so he goes, I try this place uptown. They're really good, but I don't even know what it is. So the wife comes on and said, she's like, where are you eating now? I said, good. You just order whatever. Just get it. We'll go pick it up. So we got it. We down picked it up. It smelled pretty good. I come home, put it on the table. I go, what is this?
It's larva of some sort, right? You can take down the YouPorn thing. Jeez.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I might have to go to Florida. I got buddies down there in Florida because if there's no hockey up here, I'm on a business, dude. So I'm gonna have to go someplace to make it work. But anyway, so we put the stuff on the table. She's pulling it out. I'm just like, what is this stuff? Okay, the rice I know, and this looks like a chicken finger thing here, but the rest of this stuff, what is it? And I'm eating. It's like, oh, this is like a Mediterranean Indian type of food, and just. If there's one food I really don't care for, it's that type.
I'm not a curry fan. I'm really not a curry fan.
I don't know if it was curry or Gretzky or what it was, but whatever it was just
no, huh?
No, I'm not saying it was bad, but it was just like, wow, this is something that I don't usually eat, and there's a reason why I don't usually eat because I just don't care for it. None of it was bad, but it just wasn't my thing. And so I was like, I had a couple of bites and there was whatever. I was like, all right, you can take it for lunch tomorrow. It's just not my thing.
How you doing, Robbie?
I'm a simple eater. I really I get friends that we go out once in a while and like, oh, let's go to this place here. It's a blah, 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 blah. But I go in there, I'm just like, can I get a hamburger?
No, I'll do some Thai. I like the peanut dishes. But as far as there's a lot, if I'd want to try a small bite of it without paying $25 for the dish, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, this was a little pricey. It's one of these things we just, we couldn't eat like that all the time. Couldn't eat like that every day.
Right.
But we haven't really ordered out in quite some time. And
We got some new places that are not new places, but places that have started to reopen and doing some curbside service.
yeah.
So we went to one of the pizza places downtown and went over and looked to see Sunday what they had. And so like, oh yeah, we opened up Thursday, we're closed Sunday. So, but we're open noon to 8, Monday through Saturday. Okay.
Oh, good.
They're not a great pizza place. They'll do, but just like, okay, here's a local business. Let me take a look. Oh, veal parm. Oh, I'll do some veal parm.
Yeah.
Yes. Crazy hippie liberal eats veal. There's your paradox of the day. Okay.
There you go.
So we got it for lunch yesterday because I wasn't doing a noontime stream yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, veal parm sounds awesome. And the veal parm part was awesome. I forget. Yeah, I get a lot of cars about my car's warranty. Does it look like I drive a car? Dave, does it look like I drive a car?
I know. I get those calls too. And it's like, you've been chosen. Gee, thanks.
My social security number has been used in a drug raid in Taxes. Have you ever been to El Paso, Texas? 23 pounds of cocaine residue was found in a car registered under your social security number. So we must impound your social security number. Now, I used to live outside El Paso. If you got 23 pounds of cocaine residue, what the hell was actually in the car? Think about this. It's like in taxis. Yeah, and Bruce and Laura. Yeah, my Windows operating system is broke, right? I figured that they would stop that, but like 2 weeks ago, like all day long, your credit card information. And like, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah.
There's one I just answered one day. I'll get back to the veal parm thing in a bit. The other day, and it didn't even get the spiel. It was some poor Indian woman in a flooded call center. Hi, we're Insurance Center. A click. Not even giving you the time of day. So, yeah, taxis. But I forgot anyway to go back to. You could have put the rant up. This was as close to a rant as I ever get. It looks good in dark blue. You know that?
It's a very dark day over here.
Very dark day. 33 degrees tonight. It's like my shirt. I forgot that the pasta dishes weren't very good. And if you get anything with the parm, it comes with a side of spaghetti, and the sauce was water. But the veal was great, and so was the garlic bread. But there. But
that was
we helped out a local business, and I'm sure that they were, and that's the name of the game. It's not a place we would normally eat. The place that we took you with the uncooked potato chowder.
Yeah. The place was all right. I mean,
it was fine. I don't think they're reopening. That's a chain anyway. There was one in Providence that closed last year, and the note on the door wasn't very cryptic. It was, thank you so much for all the years that you've been with us. We may or may not be back.
Yep. I told you a month ago when I walked the dog up to the bank there and the whole plaza was shut down. It was like something out of Resident Evil. It was like, and it ain't getting any better, and there's no hope here. The governor has not given anybody any hope, and it's people are going to be revolting. And
I don't understand why they at least can't be a little more forthcoming about what they want to do. That just seems, I mean, I talked a little bit about our state has given a very specific plan of how it's going to reopen and how things may shut back down again. Your neighboring states have done the same thing. I don't understand why Massachusetts is being so vague.
I just think the guy doesn't want to be responsible for any. But here's the thing: he's trying to save lives. I get it, but what he's doing now is worse. I mean, who are we saving and who are we hurting, and how many are we saving versus how many are we hurting? That's what I want to know. I just more people died today. I get it. Who are they? Were they all 90 years old? And are we putting 20 and 30 and 40 year people out?
As you're watching the rest of the New England states go, here's what we're doing to reopen. And so there's some light at the end of this tunnel, and you're not getting any of that. And so it's got to be extra frustrating.
And now we got
I really do get
the first domino falls. And if the major domino falls, then I'm done. And then we talked about having to sell the house and go somewhere. We did. We talked about that. That's not a joke. This is a real thing.
Oh, absolutely.
And is it so how many lives my life's going to be ruined? And who's going to be there for me? When is it my turn? All I hear about is all these people we got to save. We're saving life. When is it my turn? When does somebody come to save me? And who's going to do something for me? And yes, it is all political. At this point, it has turned political. And I noticed that because that's why I wasn't on last night. I went off yesterday afternoon when I saw the governor's notice. I went off bad, and you wouldn't want to hear what I had to say. And I did. You got to hear some of it, but I mean, there was stuff on social media, and then I got into battles all day because I was in a battling mood, and it went right down party lines. Every single battle on every single group I was on went right down party lines. It's really uncanny that the line is drawn, and if you want to keep things the way they are, you're on one side, and if you want to change things, you're on the other side. It's uncanny, and both sides are saying you want to kill people. And the reality is we are going to kill people no matter what we do. If we stay on this path, people will die. If we open up, people will die. So now we need to ask the hard question. Who is going to die if we do what? Who are we saving? Who are we hurting? If we do A, what is happening? And if we do B, what's happening? Well, that's what we have to do. It's almost like if you're reaching down and you're trying to save somebody, okay, and you're like, I can't save you both. I just can't save you both. So do I pull you up? Do I reach over and pull you up and let you go? Or do I let you go and reach up and pull you? That's the decision we have to make right now, because we're not going to save everybody. We've already lost a lot of people, and we've wrecked millions of lives, and we still haven't saved any of those people. So do we continue to wreck lives?
David, they made it very clear here in our state that of who's been dying and what race they are and where they came from. And when we've had questions, we've been able to get them answered. I mean, my kid comes back he doesn't know this yet, but he comes back to work Friday. We're going to let him back. He's coming in tomorrow to fill out because he has some sick time coming to him. But he's able to come back to work on Friday, and then starting next week. Not sure I can do 6:30 because this is the kid I never know when the hell he's coming. But anyway, so Sarah won't have to do that anymore. But we were able to get our questions answered about what do we do with these people and the mourning people and what, for that. So I think Vermont has done a very good job trying to make it clear of here is what we're doing this week. Here's what we hope to do next week. If we keep going on the way that we're going, then here's stage 2.
Yeah.
And so
that's good to get an answer. So we're just not. So
it just makes it frustrating to see that you're not getting that. At least you could say,
it's just doom and gloom. That's the other thing. It's doom and gloom every day, and it's just the new norm. And what, masks forever? But it's just jeepers. Now, Eric, Sundays. Even when I'm not working now, but especially when I'm working, Sundays are tough. And just honestly, lately, I just haven't wanted to do that show. I'm not in a good frame of mind right now, and I do this for myself as kind of a therapy and to talk to you guys here, but to go on and do a video game show, I haven't played a video game in months, and to go on and try to be happy when I'm very angry and I'm very depressed, and I don't want to ruin the Game Hounds. The Game Hounds are a good thing. It's been going on over 10 years now, maybe 12, 13. I don't know how long it's been. I don't want to wreck the Game Hounds right now because I'm in a bad place. So I told Edie I'm taking time off from the show until either things change for the better for me or I don't know, but I don't want to go on that show right now because that's why I didn't come on last night. Is sometimes I'm just something hits me the wrong way, and it's just
your face when I talked to you. I don't know what time that all happened, but your face when I talked to you at 6:15 was beet red.
Oh yeah, I was just it was bad. It was bad. I don't know how that works, Robbie, but we're having our rallies now. But the problem is we're split. We're split. We still have half the people that are perfectly fine with what's going on. And those people tend to still be working with a paycheck. So the effect on them has been minimal. That's the problem. If you took away those people's jobs and said you got unemployment for a couple of months, then you're on your own, they'd have a big change of heart as of what's going on right now. I guarantee you, because everyone's talking about, oh, we're saving lives and lives are more important than money. None of those people have put their money where their mouth is. They're all making money. And if you said, I asked them all, why don't you send me your paycheck? Go without money and let me know. Do you think anyone took me up on that offer? No. So it's all, money doesn't matter when it's someone else's money, but when it's your money, it's very different. Very different. Because I heard that too when like years ago when they were talking about, oh, you need to put a third bathroom in the businesses. Remember a few years ago, that was the thing. And I remember we had the rink at the time. I was like, man, it's going to cost a ton of money to put in a third bathroom. And I'm listening on the radio and this one snotty woman, she's like, they need to put in that third bathroom in all businesses, and hey, it costs, you got to spend money to make money. That was her attitude. And I'm like, okay, lady. What if they passed a rule that said you need to put in a third bathroom in your house and it was going to cost you $10,000 to put in that bathroom in your house? And if you didn't put it in, then they were going to tear the house down and kick you out.
My cat would be the happiest person on the planet.
But what I'm saying is, when you put it that way, if you told the lady, look, they've passed a law in your state that you need an extra bathroom, either a second or a third bathroom, depending on how many you have. You need to add one bathroom in your house, and it's going to cost $10,000. Do you think this lady would have said, you got to spend money to live in a house? No, because it's her money. She'd be like, no, I ain't doing that. That's $10,000. Well, she wants businesses to spend $10,000, but I bet you she wouldn't. So. When it's someone else's money, it's
there's
a lot
of misperceptions that businesses just kind of make money hand over fist. And businesses, as you know, and I run a couple, it's nickel and dimed. You just get nickel.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it's a 2% fee for this. It's a 3% fee
for
that.
Exactly. You have no idea how the cost.
Well, that's 45 cents. What?
If you don't make money, you still pay taxes on it, and you still pay money to file taxes, even if you lose money. So, I mean, even if I shut down my business today, I still owe thousands of dollars that I have to pay. It comes out of my savings account. That people don't understand that. And Glenn, some people are, because someone made this argument the other day to me that some people are making more in unemployment because you got the unemployment plus the $600, and it's not fair that some people are still working and there's people at home not working getting paid more. That is true for some people, okay? That is not the case with me. I'm making less. With everything I'm getting now, I'm still making less. And the bottom line is, I don't know if I'm going to have a job when this is done. I would gladly trade places with anybody that's working right now so I could know I knew I had a job in 6 months or a year. I mean, it's a short-term game. That argument of, oh, you're making more right now. Great, you're making more in the short term. Come July, when that runs out, you get zero. Is that worth the risk?
I imagine that's going to get extended to January, and whatever they work out down in Washington, that they'll have to get pushed up. But anyway,
and you wonder, Paula, you wonder, how you can go to Best Buy, but you can't go to Joe's Radio Store. You can go to Home Depot and Walmart, but the mom and pop stores are gone. So,
I forgot what I was going to say. I actually had a cognizant thought, but I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, but Steve, we shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't.
I remember
doing some of the stuff.
I remember. So I got my second visit from home health this morning. And so I talked with two different people from there, and I'm sure I'll see a third different one on Thursday. And they got cut down to only doing 10 to 12 clients for our entire county, those who actually had no one else that could go in. And so all those aides got cut down to working 2 days a week. So they weren't even those essential people, because you had to limit the exposure, and these people are the most vulnerable of the people.
Do you know what you need to do?
What?
Just to be a funny guy, right? What you should do is, you said you got the kids coming back to work, right?
Kids are coming back. Yeah.
You should go online and print out like these phony documents, like just mumbo jumbo, like 5 or 6 pages. So you got to kind of fill these out before you come back to work here. And when they walk in the door, hand them like 10 pages of like just bullshit questions that it's like, can you please fill these out before you come back to work? You know how you do that? You go to a new doctor or something. Yeah. Can you fill these?
They do it.
Yeah, that would be hilarious if you did that to those kids. And then like after like the first couple of pages, say, I'm only kidding around. Because I hate that. I hate when you go into a new doctor and they have all your information and they know why you're there. Hey, can you fill out? Here you go. And they do this. It's like, okay, yeah. Can you just Can you just fill out these forms
In
here
triplicate, right? Yeah.
and get hey, take a seat over there. Here's a pen, and here you go. All these forms right here. Can you just fill those out over there for us? Thank you so much.
Al, got a question for you. Never mind Dave over there.
What?
You heard me.
Sad panda.
I would like to get a hold of me on Facebook. I would like to do a Pine Tar stream with you. Like
Al, I'm gonna type his phone number in right here in the chat, and you can give him a
He's
call.
got my phone number. He's got my phone number.
It was a joke. Don't wreck the moment. Holy cow.
802-555-1212. Never mind. See if he responds or not.
I'm Bobby Brady, and boy, do I like ice cream.
Oh, I love ice cream.
Here's Craig. Craig, I was playing some
Yeah.
Here I was.
What'd
Here
you
I
play
was.
today?
Okay. I got the results here. I didn't know he was coming in tonight. All right. So it was the 1976 Boston Red Sox visiting the 1976 Baltimore Orioles. Red Sox lineup was Burleson, Yaz, Lynn, Rice, Evans, Fisk, Cecil Cooper, Denny Doyle, and Hobson. And they had Fergie Jenkins on the mound. And for the Orioles, it was Gritch, Dempsey, Reggie Jackson. That was his only year in Baltimore, right? Ron?
Yes, 76 was his only year in Baltimore.
Al Bumbry, Lee May, Singleton, Belanger, and Robinson.
Excuse me. Would you make the put up Big Clue's comment? That is not true. That is not even close to true. It's only 2 bathrooms, and it's the ice cream delivery places. Okay. Sorry. Go back to it.
Do they have pineapple? I hope they do have pineapple pizza.
They have pineapple ice cream.
So, top of the first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Burleson singles. Yaz hits into a fielder's choice. Lynn grounds out. 2 out. Rice walks. 2 on.
I didn't play this one, Craig. This is Dave playing by himself.
Dewey Evans hits a home run. 3-run homer. Sox go up 3-0, right? Bottom of the first, we got Gritch with a walk. Dempsey gets balked. And then Al Bumbry, after 2 strikeouts, Al Bumbry homers. So we had 2 3-run homers in the first inning. That was kind of cool. Then it went all the way to the 5th inning. And the Red Sox got a run in. Yaz walked and Fred Lynn tripled. And so the Sox are up 4-3.
Then Yaz is scoring from first in that era, yeah.
Well, no, well, if he hit a triple, he's got to put him home. Yeah. So it was 4-3. Bottom of the 5th, though, it all fell apart for the Sox. It was walk, strikeout, single, and then Bumbry with a single. And then we had a ground out, and then a single and a double. It was just like, oh man, it was just they just got hammered by so they gave up 3 runs. They picked up a couple in the 6th to tie it at 6-6. What happened in the 6th? 3 walks in a row. Evans, Fisk, and Cooper all walked, and then Hobson hit a fielder's choice and Burleson doubled, so they got a couple runs in. So it was tied 6-6, but the bottom of the 7th, that's when it went awry. We had an error, a single, Al Bumbry with a triple, and then May with a single.
Bumbry had a massive game.
He had a home run, a triple, and a single. So he almost hit for the cycle.
Missed a
I
double.
just noticed that. Yeah. So anyway, Justice is a balk doesn't put the bat on. I don't know anything about baseball. Okay.
A ball is a dead ball, is a dead pitch.
I was playing the basic mode because I don't know anything about baseball, and I was just guessing like when guys went to first and third and when they went home. I don't know. I just made everything up as I played, but it was fun. The Red Sox had 2 on the top of the 9th, down by 3, 2 on, and Jim Rice grounded out into a double play with 2 men on. So they lost 9-6. Fun time though. It was fun. But again, I don't know anything about baseball. I just, whatever. Oh, and who was on the mound for it was Martinez. Dennis Martinez was on the mound for Cleveland. So
Baltimore.
For Baltimore, yep. That was a good time. It was fun. I don't know anything about the game. I just play and have fun. So, but yeah, we had 2 triples in the game. We had a couple of home runs. It was a good time. In my game, a balk goes to first base. That's how I do it. So that's how it works. Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That is it's 643 Rice. That's what they used to call him. 643 Jim Rice. Yeah, he was. He hit tons of home runs. It was either a home run or a double play. It really was. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are we going back in time?
My favorite player growing up. I get to hear about 643 all the time.
Wagner. I did put in Wagner, and he come up with the bases loaded, but he mishit it 11 degrees to the left. Ball. Jester was playing hockey last night. The guy took a shot that missed the net. I typed in the chat. He missed that by 12 degrees. I thought it was pretty funny. I
on
laughed.
the tape.
We all laughed. Oh man. Oh man. Had the second cycle in baseball. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize I almost hit for the cycle today.
I don't know if I've ever had a cycle.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, that's right out. That's what it's about, having fun. And if I want to change the rules to have fun, damn it, I'm going to change the rules and have fun.
Balk, walk, they rhyme.
I thought if they balked, the guy took his base. Maybe it was on the third strike. Maybe it was 3 balls, 2 strikes. Then he would take first, right?
No, balk is not a pitch.
Oh man.
All right, a balk is pitcher goes and does not pause before he delivers home, so it's considered not a pitch. Yes,
You missed it.
Here we go.
I'll take the super deal, Monty.
Oh, I played a game the other night. And I had Sam Snead and someone else off the tee. First hole off the tee, 11 degrees to the left. Like, here we go. I think I played like 12 or 13 holes and I just had enough. I says, I need to walk away from this game tonight.
Did the Red Sox score any touchdowns?
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. The Red Sox scoring no. They lost 9-6, so I guess they scored a touchdown, but they brought in Goskowski, who missed the extra point. Oh, do you know what I did last night, Ron? I finally got the stream up and working. I had to Mickey Mouse it.
Oh, I liked it.
Holy cow! Yes, yeah, so
watch some of that.
My new project. It's kind of a one-off thing. There's no rhyme or reason behind it, but I'm taking a really
classic rewind in a very Twilight Zone sense.
Yes, I'm taking a really good team and a really bad team, and I'm playing an action PC football. Okay. And so the first game was the 76 Buccaneers. Of course, it has to be, right? The 1976 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I played the 2007 Patriots, who were undefeated in the regular season, right? So it's 0-14 against 16-0. That was the first game. And I played last night, and I set up the field with the Blowout Bowl 1 logo at the middle, and just, their logos in the end zones. And I had a blast with it last night. It was a blowout, as you'd expected. Anybody guess? Ron, but anybody in the chat guess how many touchdown passes Brady threw to Moss in this game? I'll leave that for a second there. Brady to Moss, how many touchdown passes did he have to Randy Moss in Blowout Bowl 1?
I'm surprised the question. Courier had a touchdown pass.
Yeah, you know what happened on that drive? The one score the Bucs got is they punted, and I got roughing the kicker, and it gave him 15 yards and a first down.
Oh.
And so they just drove it down there, and I was like blitzing. I just kept blitzing like 2-3 linebackers. I was trying to sack the guy.
You actually have a winner there.
Yes. All right. So the actual number is, hang on a sec, drum roll. One more. That's the best I could do for a drum roll. The winner is 6. Yep. Brady hit Moss for 6 TDs last night in the win, and he almost had a 7th. He threw a bomb with a second left, and he got tackled at the 10-yard line. It would have been like a 75-yard touchdown, but that was fun. That was a fun time. And on one of the plays, it was I called a long pass to Moss, and it said, "You sure you want to call this? It's man to man." So I said, "Okay." I went to an audible, and I made it a deep pass, like fly pass bomb, and that was one of the touchdowns he got. And there was another one too. It was like, you want to check down? Yeah, I'll check down and I changed the play. You got another touchdown. So 2 audibles with touchdowns. Now, again, I know I'm playing the worst team ever. I get that. But it was fun.
Aloha.
Aloha. Yeah. So how was that food tonight? What did you think? She liked it. She better like it. She's gonna have it for lunch tomorrow and the next day.
I like rice like that, but no, I Curry and I are not friends unless it's Steph. I'll be Steph's friend.
Well, I'm going to take the winless Browns and the winless Lions, but I'm going to have them play a good team. The idea is it's good versus bad. And what I'm doing is I'm playing the better team. Usually, you know me, I always play the bad team. So I'm playing the good team this time, and I'm playing offense and defense, and it's helping me learn the game a little bit. So it's almost like I'm if you're playing a wrestling game and you have the jobber, they call him the jobber, and you can just beat him up and he doesn't fight back, so you can learn the game. That's kind of what I'm doing.
So who would you take to play the 85 Bears?
It could be anybody. That's a good idea. Take the 85 Bears and have them play, I don't know. I mean, there's a couple of winless teams. You get the Browns, you get the Lions. All right, so
Okay.
it was more like a broth that didn't really have the curry in it. Okay. No, it would be the 85 Patriots. I could do like the 91 Patriots, who are like, what, 1-15 or whatever?
Oh, yeah. I've told you the story of how I think I've told you this before. Yes, it is a long story, but okay, I will continue. May it please, if it pleases. You could think I've seen it enough, I should know how it says. I haven't even told the story yet. So, last week of the season, next to last week of the season, they're playing the Colts in Indianapolis. And they're both 1-14. And the Colts are god awful. The Patriots stink like garbage on a summer day, okay? And the Patriots found a way to lose in the last minute.
Oh, really?
For the Colts. And so someone from another dorm was over to watch, and he was a big Patriots fan. Now, you got to give him credit or a new liver, one of the two, because if you could stomach the Patriots then, you just were, oh my God.
Yeah.
And so they lose to the Colts in heartbreaking fashion, and the guy trashes our main dorm lounge.
Really?
Fans everywhere. I mean, you'd think the Patriots had just been cheated out of a playoff spot.
Oh.
Nope. Just a crappy team taking a crappy loss. Well, he apparently had been written up by the RAs enough times that he was now going into his own thrown out of the dorms, essentially.
Oh,
and
wow.
So, because it was a new computer system, we were all asked to testify there. So when we got the letter from the housing department, it said that we were all being thrown out of the dorms.
Oh, I think you said that. You said you want to be associated.
Yeah, that's not a, yeah.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of updates. I got updates for everything, pretty much.
The game pretty much updates itself, right? The golf one? I don't think you got to do anything. I think you just open it up and said, oh, we're checking the net for that.
Oh, really? Oh, maybe. Because I know I got football and basketball and hockey.
I know
you're right. Maybe you're right.
That basketball and hockey are on sale. Yeah, I wonder if the you know what I would do, and this may not be a blowout.
There's some bad teams. I'm looking here in the 70s, and you had the New Orleans Saints were 2-14.
Oh.
San Francisco was 2-14. You know, even Seattle in 76 was 2-14. They beat Tampa Bay, of course, and then they beat Atlanta. I was just looking it up. The 49ers 2-14, 2 years in a row. And that Detroit Lions 2-14 back in 79. So
yeah, Robbie, the golf game used to update itself. Jamie, his uncle KO'd his TV when Clinton Longley led the Cowboys come back against the Redskins. Thanksgiving 74. Yeah, we had a bunch of 2-win seasons. The Giants were horrible. How you doing midlife?
So I'm trying to look here. New Orleans in 1980 was 1-15. Oh man, that's why they had all the paper bags on for those.
That's
so many
why
years.
they were the Aints. Yeah,
2-12 2-12 and 1-15, and like, holy cow. Okay, 2-14 Patriots, 1981. That might be a good one. 2-14 Patriots in 1981. Oh, this was a shortened year. 9 games. What was that? 82?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like 2-7. Giants are 3-12. And the Tampa Bay 2-14 in 1983. Well, it's funny how these teams go up and down in the standings. Like the Bills 2-14 in 1984. Bills were 2-14 in 1985. Wow, that's pretty bad. Imagine going 2-14 2 years in a row. Tampa Bay 2-14 in 86. The Colts were 3-3. Who do you think the Colts quarterback was in 86?
Jack Trudeau.
You are correct.
Wow.
That's why you are here. Look at that, folks.
What'd you have for breakfast this morning, Ron? All right, Al's got to take the trash out. Oh, Al, no, not me. No, Al, no, ow.
Bears were brutal in the 70s. Yeah. Poor Archie Manning. Yep. Poor Archie Manning. Yep. Who was that? The 82 Dolphin 82 pass without the snow. Well, that was a 0-0 game. Not enough drives that were 15, so they adjusted it for more. We
Just
want to go
on your version there, ID. Take care, Craig.
Bye, Craig. Jeff Hostetler. Who did he play for? He was Buffalo.
What a quarterback. He won a Super Bowl for the Giants.
You're right. He did. Looking at some more bad teams here. 3-13 Dallas Cowboys in 88.
Oh, look at their record in 89.
3-13, and then they went to 1-15. Holy cow! Who was the quarterback then? Troy Aikman was on a 1-15 team.
Yeah, that was Jimmy Johnson and Troy Aikman's first year.
Well, I think I remember that. Wow. How about them Eagles on 1980? I'll have to go. I'll go back and check that out, Dale. Steak and broccoli and bread. Yeah, Dave. We tried a place in Beverly tonight. We went uptown. It was some kind of Mediterranean or Indian thing. I didn't care for it. It's just not my thing. It really wasn't. And the pitchers missed the plate 12 degrees to the right. Ball 4. Yep.
Art Schleister is who you're thinking of, Jamie.
Steve Walsh. Yep.
Out of Miami. He was the backup for Aikman.
Oh, what was this one here? Mark said that. Casey Royals never finished. I thought the Royals were a bad team.
They became a bad team.
Atlanta Falcons 3-13 in 1989. That's the year the Cowboys were 1-15. 89. San Francisco.
That Cowboy team is pretty putrid.
They were 7-9 the next season. So, 1990.
They actually went to the last week of the season 8-8. I think would have got them in the wild card game. So that was a pretty quick bounce back. And of course, 2 years.
Yeah. Patriots 1-15 in 1990. So that could be on another list of bad teams. Who did they beat? They beat like the Cardinals or something like that.
In front of 5 people at Foxborough, right?
Yeah, they beat. No, they beat Indianapolis in week 2. 16-14. They beat them in Indianapolis, and they didn't win another game. Holy cow! Grogan played. I don't know how many. Oh, he was 37. This guy, Mark Wilson.
Yeah, he used to be the Raider quarterback.
Never heard of him.
They went through Tommy Hodson, I think, was there out of LSU.
Yeah, he was there too. Yeah. That's why you're here. All right, 1991. Oh wow, Indianapolis was 1-15 in 1991, and then there were 3 teams with only 3 wins: Cincinnati, Tampa Bay, and Los Angeles Rams.
Cincinnati lost 100 for the decade in the 90s. How bad you got to be to lose 100 games over 10 years?
In football.
In football, yes. In baseball, obviously.
Seattle and New England were 2-12 in 92. I don't remember New England going 2-14 rather. Really, New England was 2-14.
Yeah, and then they got Drew Bledsoe and Bill Parcells.
Hugh Millen, Scott Zolak, Hodson, Jeff Carlson. That's tough.
And but you don't remember.
93. The worst team was the Bengals. 3-13, the Bengals. Oh, Burt Jones. I watched some of those old Colt games from
Oh,
like
he
This
was
Week
good.
in Pro Football. And, Burt Jones was always the guy like back in the day. Oh, man, the Colts and Burt Jones. But they never could get over the hump. They always, somehow they lost it in the playoffs. Oh, yeah, the Herschel trade. Yeah, that was a good one. First playoffs loss at Detroit. Don't forget the Raiders, Todd Murray. Yeah, and, Scott. How many Bengals got arrested? They had more guys arrested than they had wins.
We had a kickoff. Our kickoff returner was arrested the morning of the Super Bowl. When they lost to the 49ers the second time, he got caught with a prostitute and full of crack.
Oh,
Imagine
really?
that. Yes, the day
Was
before.
that Megan? Is that Megan?
No,
who-
Stanford Jennings
Jennings. Okay.
from the Bengals.
I remember there was talks about the one. Maybe it was the Raiders that had guys that were partying it up and they didn't play in the
Oh, when
Super
they
Bowl.
lost to Tampa?
Maybe that was it.
Yeah.
Maybe that was it.
Like,
Continue on. I'm sorry.
It was the 80s for the other one, so everyone was probably snorting on the way to the stadium.
1993, the Bengals were 3-13 again. Boy, that's amazing, isn't it? In 1994, the Bengals were 3-13.
And
They
they
weren't
made,
the worst team.
they made the playoffs in 90. They're the ones that ended Bo Jackson's career.
Oh, jeepers, yeah. The Oilers were actually 2-14, so they were one behind them, and the Redskins were 3-13. It's funny seeing the standings go over through years, how the teams bounce up and down. Some teams are always down. Oh wow, Bengals are 7-9 in 95. Wow, the worst team was Arizona at 4-12. So that really wasn't a bad year, and Jacksonville was 4-12 too.
Expansion teams.
All right, 1996. The champions were the Packers, and the Jets were 1-15. That's interesting. The Jets were 1-15. Oh, that was Packers Patriots. Oh, okay. I forgot that they went to the Super Bowl.
And Bill Parcells did his shopping down at Pathmark in New York after that.
Yeah, he wouldn't take the bus home. Yeah. All right, so where are we? 1997. What happened? Oh, that was a good year. We had Indianapolis at 3-13, and then there were 4 teams at 4-12.
So
really-
Indianapolis at 3-13 go and take Peyton Manning.
Okay, so 1998.
What Bengal was found dead in a hotel bathtub? I don't remember that. Football. Bo Jackson would have been a Hall of Famer in football. He might have rushed for 2,000 yards if he had only played football in a year.
That name sounds familiar.
Johnny Carter out of Penn State, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
And he wasn't a bad baseball player. He was a better baseball player than Dion, but football, I mean, he was incredible.
yeah, I didn't think Dion was very good at baseball. I mean, he was good enough to make the pros, obviously. But all right, 1999, we got the Cleveland Browns at 2-14, and New Orleans again 3-13. 1999, not a good year. Wow, well, check this out. 1999, the Patriots were 8-8, so they were coming up. Was that the Parcells era?
No, that was Pete Carroll was there then. That was the
Okay.
last year for Carroll because
So they got to 8-8. I mean, because the year before they were 9-7, so they were a 500 team. All right, so then if we go to 2000, the Ravens won the Super Bowl that year. Patriots were 5-11. San Diego 1-15. I don't remember the Chargers being a 1-15 team. Holy cow! In the year 2000, who was their quarterback on San Diego that was so bad? Ryan Leaf.
Oh, Ryan Leaf.
Jim Harbaugh was 37. But Ryan Leaf was the main guy. Imagine that. Arizona 3-13 again. Bengals 4-12. Browns 3-13. So that was that. Who did they beat in the Super Bowl? By the way, they beat
The Giants.
the Giants. Okay. All right. 2001. This was the Patriots. Patriots were actually 11-5. They were 11-5. And they beat the Rams. The Rams are 14-2.
Rams were 16-point favorites.
Yeah, who was the worst team? The Buffalo Bills 3-13. Lions 2-14. Carolina. Wow, Carolina was 1-15.
Oof.
And then they turn around and go to the Super Bowl like
2 years later.
2 years later. 1-15 for Carolina. Oh man. So that's when then they changed the division. So Carolina went 7-9 the next year. While Patriots were 9-7, didn't make the playoffs the next year.
It's the only time I think that they didn't.
Wow. That's kind of that's because the Jets and the Dolphins were also 9-7. Huh. And Cincinnati 2-14, in case you were asking. Lions are 3-13. So then the Patriots 14-2. Wow, they stomped that year. And they beat Carolina. It was 11-5. That's a turnaround for Carolina. San Diego 4-12. That's nuts. 2004.
We really aren't going to go through the next 16 years, are we?
No, I'm not. I'm just looking for some bad teams from the past. San Francisco 2-14. Wow, there were some bad teams that I don't really remember. You know, last year's Bengals they're 1-15.
Yeah, they're terrible.
When did the Browns go winless? That was
2007. No, that was the year the Lions went 0-16.
No, 2007. Nobody was. Miami was 1-15.
That's bad.
Yeah. How about 2008? Yes, the Lions 0-16.
The Browns were what 2 years ago? 2017.
Yeah, it was recently. Yeah, so let me go
2017.
17. Yeah, 0-16. Yeah, you are correct. So there's a couple of
You gotta be
things,
pretty bad today to be going 0-16. You know, he coached the Saints. Dale traded. We were talking about this the other night. It was the Saints. He traded all 7 draft picks to Washington.
Was that the
That was the Ricky Williams trade. Wanted to make sure he got Ricky Williams in the draft for New Orleans, and he traded the entire draft to get him.
and so what? That was for Dallas, right?
No, that was for New Orleans when Ditka was in New Orleans.
Who was Dallas? Minnesota?
Dallas was Minnesota for Herschel Walker, and that was just highway robbery.
Who got Herschel?
Minnesota. They traded 5. They traded like years worth of number 1 picks to get him. Yeah, Washington. So Washington had the first pick in the draft, and so they traded. The New Orleans traded their entire draft to Washington, so New Orleans could get Ricky Williams.
Okay.
Got Ricky Williams in a kilo ass.
I remember the Herschel trade. So Herschel went to the Vikings. Were they ever any good?
The Vikings and did okay. I mean, he wasn't terrible, but the Cowboys got Aikman, Urban, and I think Emmitt Smith out of the deal.
Oh, jeepers.
Oh, yeah. Then, as Tabletop Plus says, then Dallas went on to win some Super Bowls, like 3.
That's it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm spoiled up here. I'm sorry.
God.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, 3 in 5 years. Neil O'Donnell still has nightmares from that Super Bowl, that third Super Bowl 30.
Which one was that?
That was the one that was the third one. That's what Pittsburgh, Dallas down in Arizona, and O'Donnell just kept throwing to the wrong team. But yes. Yeah, the first 2, my dad was plastered at halftime for both of them. That's true. And of course, the USFL played 18-game seasons too.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Herschel actually went to the Olympics. You know, he tried out as a bobsledder after his career was done because he still had speed.
Yeah, how much skills in bobsledding, though?
It all depends on your start.
Seriously, because you're in there and just that's it.
Know how to lean. Well, we could, yeah.
I mean, and I'm not making fun of these guys because I couldn't do it, but it's just
There is, I think the front guy does steer.
because it's like I get it. You got to run real fast, and they have the little tracksuits on, and they get in there. But it's just like once you're in there, it's kind of It's like how much can you really sway?
I don't know. We can take you up to Lake Placid. We can find out. Track's still up there.
I didn't hear what Jerry Jones did.
Yeah.
Yeah. All about the line, huh? I don't know about the line.
And as I sang in the song, it's all about the bass. No trouble. There were two games that I thought may have been a fix: the '95 Super Bowl and the '82 AFC Championship. Didn't think thought the Jets had that one in the tank, huh? Jerry's full of himself. Yeah, Jerry is full of himself.
Jills, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, Ron and myself are going to be exploring some APA baseball tomorrow, if we get the chance. So I got to try to read up on how to play that. So I was watching some videos actually last night. I was watching videos on how to play APA baseball, so I have an idea so when we start. But yeah, so I have APA baseball, and I actually have APA football too, Ron.
I saw that you had that.
So we'll see how it goes. See if I can figure them out and play them.
So Emmett Smith, Darren Woodson, and Russell Maryland. So there's two Hall of Famers in there.
Okay. Front steers, back man breaks. And what about the guys in the middle? What are they like? Like this?
Yes. Especially back in the
The guy in the middle just sitting there surfing Facebook, and he's on Twitter and texting his girlfriend.
We're going really fast, man.
Oh, I don't know anything about baseball. I just play and have fun. You know, the guy balked. I thought he got the first base. I don't know. I don't think I've watched a full baseball game since 2004 when the Red Sox went all the way. That's the last time I watched a full baseball game. It's been a long time. And then before that, 86. So I'm just I'm not a baseball guy. I never was. Fire at the Pro Utility Helper. Okay. Yeah, I gotta take a look at that. Did you send me that on Facebook or email? I forget now. Because I don't know. I'm getting all confused now, but I know you sent me something. I gotta go find that. App is pretty easy once you learn the numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done any APA at all. No, it's APA on the table.
Cards and or dice, including the shaker. He's got the APA shaker and the APA dice.
Yep. I got a little bit of everything. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for reminding me on that. It's just I'm so unstructured right now. It's not even funny. Not even funny. So I will take a look at that. I'm going to do the baseball first. I'm going to start off with that. Something Ron can help me with.
Baseball is the easiest, I think, to pick up.
All righty. Bill, good to see you. He says it's all in the driver. So it must be the bobsled. There you go.
Well, it's certainly not golf. Long ball. Okay. Big clue. I got your email, and the guy that wrote that article I'm friends with on Facebook.
Got the dice stuck in the shaker.
Yeah, it's a pretty narrow shaker.
What was that tree? I was sitting there this morning, sleeping. All right, 7:00 in the morning, and I the wife's in the shower. I thought I heard the doorbell ring, but I was like, I don't know. Then the dogs were barking, so I'm like, okay, somebody's outside. Then I thought I heard the door knock. I'm like, are you gonna get that? I'm in bed, kind of half sleep, and she's like, I'm in the shower. All right. So let me go check it out. So I get dressed and I go to the front door, right? And I see all these big trucks outside. I'm like, oh, well, whatever. Next thing you know, I hear a knock at the back door. Someone had walked into my backyard through the fence and started knocking on my back door. I'm like, what is going on? And there's some lady in there. And she's on my deck banging on my back door. I'm like, hi. She's like, hi, sorry. We're here to take down the tree in the next yard. Can you move your cars out of your driveway just in case? Blah, blah, blah. I should have told you, you know. I was like, whatever. So I take I get the keys of the cars and I go and I got to move them halfway down the street because they had 3 or 4 huge trucks. These things are huge. And I was like, the trees on the house, like diagonal from me in the next street over. Yeah, but we got to get it. We got to go over to your neighbor's house to get the tree. And I'm looking and they pulled this thing up and there's all the electricity wires and the phone wires. And I'm like, how are they going to do this without wiping out all these wires? Seriously, I don't know how they're going to do this. And guy just does his thing. And I look up and I go on the back deck. And next thing you know, there's this huge tree being plucked from the yard that's diagonal over my neighbor's house. And they just brought it over and dropped it in the middle of the street. And they had a whole crew there just like attacking that tree. And they were done in 2 hours. They were in and out because I was like, oh, we're gonna be here all day listening to this. And next thing you know, wow, where'd they go? And they didn't touch a wire, they didn't screw up anything. Fantastic job. So yeah, so it was the next door neighbors. Yeah,
the crew that mows our lawn. By the way, I told you we had the freeze warning already, and so they mowed the lawn today. They're actually doing it now at 9 in the morning and not at noon when I'm trying to stream because there's nothing better than trying to stream something.
Yeah. I get that too sometimes. I'll be outside and hear the trucks outside. Like, well, I either stream with the noise or whatever. Nothing I can do. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of YouTube stuff. Like I said, I've been watching This Week in Pro Football. I've been watching some old hockey games. What was I watching last night? I was watching Pittsburgh Penguins at the Cleveland Barons.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they only had like 20 minutes of the game.
Well, scratch my back with a hacksaw.
It was so boring. I watched like 6-7 minutes. I was like, I'm done. It was best 76.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 70. I think that was the first year they went to Cleveland.
Not even the hookers under the stand scored that night.
Oh, it was bad. It was really bad. So I watched a few minutes. You go back and you watch stuff. You're like, ooh, that was pretty bad.
This is what I'm nostalgic about, right?
This is why I'm playing all these games so I can play this. Oh man, that's not how I remembered it.
Lose puck to opponent. Lose puck to opponent. Lose puck to opponent.
Oh, I know. It was. That football game is though. I'm gonna see if I can call up, show you some of the highlights.
You can't. Oh, your football game.
My football game.
We haven't gotten in trouble in a good week on YouTube. Let's not.
Yeah, no, I've been real careful about that. Okay, the blowout bowl. So let me check on that here. Well, this is messed up.
Oh, what? Last night was Monday, Todd.
See if I can show you that big bomb.
Well, I told you I had the camera off and I was. Oh, not that. Never mind.
I just don't remember when that bomb was. Just give me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves for 1 second. Like
85 ID. That was Danny Sullivan's spin in the grass, wasn't it? And yeah, the Appa dice are small.
Yeah, I always use my own dice. I forget what I got some dice from somebody one time. Was it Strat? And I was like, holy cow! All right, I think I got it. Yep. All right, so here it is. Check this out. All right, so here's the big play last night in the blowout bowl. All right, you guys see that? All right, we'll make it nice and big so you can see that. All right, so here's the situation here. 24-7 New England in the fourth quarter. 10:43 to play. It is 3rd and 8 at the 41-yard line. Right? So I call my play. What I do? 4 wide receivers on 3rd and 8. I'm going to go keep the Falk in the block. And I went a long fly. I go long fly to Moss, right? Oh, do you want to change this up? Okay, I'll go medium hitch to Moss. How about that? Right? So Brady box back, checks off the Moss. Oh, look at the catch. Touchdown, Randy Moss. That's pretty cool.
That was.
was kind of fun because I checked down on that play. I got another one here. I got to see if I can get up to 38.
Yeah, I did. It was a spin and win. Dale, when did Dale Sr. quit? Well, he was forcibly put into permanent graveyard retirement at the 2001 Daytona 500.
Yeah. Oh, here's a short slant to Moss. Another check down. Moss over the middle, and Moss runs it in. So I got 2 audibles last night for touchdowns. I thought it was kind of neat.
So who was the sponsor for your blowout bowl? Was it Grape Nuts?
No, it just was me. Just was me. Yeah, I missed the whole thing last night because I had a really, really bad night. So I just sat here on the computer. I was gonna put it on. I ended up making that football field for the blowout.
Johnny
Blowout
Bench
bowl.
was the MVP, by the way.
Yeah, playing a little bit of football last night. I finally got the streaming thing set up to work. So yeah, so small back in the day. I don't know if you guys saw on my channel, but that football game, the 1940s football game.
Oh, the wooden dice.
It's got wooden dice in there. And it's just called Thrilling Football Game, as it's called. And I think it's based off a college game. And what it was, if you kicked the extra point, it was a roll of 7 would be the only way you could get the extra point. It was, or a field goal or something. It was nuts. Like the kicking game was so bad. Nobody knows the days anymore. You're right. Spin and win, Danny Sullivan. He just spun and kept going. Who sponsored the blow up bowl? Yeah, we talked about that. I don't have any.
That's what I read.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Yeah, I kept fighting. I tried to keep passing, and then I at some point when they scored, I said I'm going to grind out the clock now. So I started to run a little bit more. But the only way they scored, I got a penalty, roughing the kicker. That's the only way they kept the ball. I think I got 2 of those last night, which is kind of weird. But it was fun completing passes because when I play a normal game, I don't usually complete the passes. It was kind of frustrating. So completing, slants over the middle for touchdowns and long passes for touchdowns, it was just kind of fun. And I know I was playing a bad team, but that was the idea behind it.
It was to have fun.
It was to have fun, and I did. Because I'm learning the game. Maybe at some point, if I get better, maybe I'll play one of the losing teams. But I always play the bad teams. I always play the bad teams.
I don't think you can win with one of those bad teams.
No, I don't. And the idea is not to. The idea is just to see how bad the score is going to be. So, but I didn't get to watch any movies today.
Good.
That movie I watched the other night was good.
Don't you ever watch a comedy?
Comedies probably in the last 10 years are just not funny because you got to be very careful of who you make fun of. And comedy is usually making fun of somebody or something. And I feel bad for comics nowadays because they're getting all kinds of trouble because they tell a joke and they get in trouble. So I find the comedies are very generic and they make fun of the same safe group of people.
How you doing, Earl?
What do you say, Earl? So for me, no, I mean the comedies are usually the older ones I watch that are really funny. Airplane and Slapshot and Caddyshack, those stuff like that. But yeah, that movie Polaroid was pretty good about the girl that had the cursed camera.
Creepy. Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah, the cursed Polaroid camera. So she'd take a picture. And what I thought about that is I'm looking behind me over here, and like so you take a picture and there'd be a shadow, like that shadow of the guitar case. Would be like, wow, what is that? That's not in the house. And then when the person died, that shadow would disappear on the picture and it would go to the next Polaroid picture. So it was jumping from picture to picture off this Polaroid camera. And it was kind of neat. It really was. It was kind of neat.
Bill, that's just a picture. There are ballpark effects, but the pictures that you see don't affect that. The generic picture for any park that isn't there is Camden Yards, but your ballpark won't play like Camden Yards. Were you a Rickles fan?
No.
Really?
I didn't care for him, yeah. I don't know why. I didn't care for him.
I loved him.
Didn't care for him. I like Steve Martin.
Martin's pretty good, too.
Steve Martin was funny.
We were watching some Rickles on Carson the other day.
Really?
Yeah. And God, they would just play off each other.
Yeah, people smoking at the I remember you could smoke on airplanes. I was like, holy cow.
I remember
Yeah.
when you spoke on a plane. My grandmother did.
It's funny when you see like an old movie and they're in the boardroom and they're all smoking cigarettes, or they're at a restaurant smoking cigarettes. Remember the non-smoking or smoking or non-smoking? You remember that?
One of the ads that we got yelled at for playing was the smokeless ashtray, right?
Yeah. I remember that, the old, smoking and non-smoking.
Really? I haven't
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah, they've edited a lot of those shows now, and it's just, it's sad. It's sad that they do that. It was so bad that was it in Canada? There was one company that edited Home Alone. They edited Donald Trump out of Home Alone. I mean, come on. How petty you gotta be, But yeah, they take out.
I remember
Blazing Saddles. Don't go back and watch Blazing Saddles. Forget it. That stuff doesn't fly anymore.
Remember in the mid 80s watching Mr. Magoo.
Yeah.
And Mr. Magoo had a Chinese cook.
Oh, Charlie?
Whatever. Yeah. Charlie Channer or something like that. Hop singer, whatever. And so they redubbed the voice to be an American accent. So it will not be like this, Oh, Confucius say man with 4 balls cannot walk. Yes. And the voice they used was the guy that did the bumpers. So it was so obvious. Yes, Mr. Magoo, I'll make you your dinner now.
Oh, see, that's going back into erasing history. That's taking down statues and come on. Just let it be. Just because you don't watch it. You don't like it, don't watch it. Yep. You can do that nowadays. It's unbelievable. Oh, really? I remember the airplane movies.
Yeah, I successfully avoided watching.
Yeah, there was one that sank to the yeah, I remember that because they're in the plane at the bottom and the divers were coming down trying to rescue them because the pilot swam to the surface to get the signal off. I remember that one. Oh yeah, it's like you saw that, you didn't want to get on a plane. That was nuts. Oh really? It's so sad. It's so sad that they've done that. Yeah, Sanford and Son was some good stuff.
I'm coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming.
Airport 77. Yeah. You remember an Airplane, the movie Airplane, the comedy Airplane?
Yeah.
The movie they were showing on the plane was a plane crash. That was genius. The Airplanes movies, all of them. There were what, 2 of them? I don't know if there were 3 of them. There was definitely
two.
there's 2. They were good. They were so funny. The space shuttle one too. The second one, that was kind of good too. That was kind of fun. Remember the first one? He get on the plane and he kept talking to people about his relationship problem.
Yeah.
And then they went back into the past. They played like the montage, and they come back into real life, and the people were killing themselves. The one lady was hanging. The other guy's pouring gas on himself. That was so good. That was so good. Oh, Borat.
I saw Borat in the theater, and the nude wrestling scene went on way too long, and that was a bit uncomfortable. But
I don't know if I've ever seen the full movie of Borat.
I mean, it's funny. It's funny. Yep, Towering Inferno, Earthquake.
Big building with patience. That's all I'm for right now. Can I ask you a question? Sure. What is it? It's an interrogative statement, but that's not important right now. Excuse me, Stuart.
It cost me a lot of money in the playoffs last year.
What's his name? Was it Buck Murdoch? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen 0 Hour. I think I've seen that one. Yeah, I picked the wrong day to stop sniffing glue.
Striker.
Yeah. Ted Striker?
Yes.
They're looking. You get the newspaper. It's like plane crash. Everyone's gonna die. They're blaming the pilot. There's a sale at Penny's. Everything they did in that was so good. And they're coming in for the landing, and they look at the landing lights, and all the landing lights go out. And everybody's like, "What's going on?" The guy's got the plug in his hand. He's like,
Oh,
and
sorry.
he plugged it back in. Oh, phew.
Doesn't Pat Sajak have a cameo in that movie?
He might.
Because he was a weatherman for a while. That's how he got his start before he was doing game shows. Someone will tell me if I'm wrong or right.
I don't know.
That's
I
not
don't think
right.
I have. I don't think I have watched the behind the scenes.
Lloyd Bridge, what can you? Oh, I can make a pterodactyl. I can make a brooch.
Yeah. Check the radar range. He opens the microwave up. Not done yet. The other thing too, when they called up the guys and they all showed up down the airport, he goes, "Sorry to wake you up this hour." No problem. I was just up reading a book. So what's the story? Yeah, it's about an old man that goes fishing, but that's not important right now. We used to say that for years in school. We used to, like when we would say, "Hey, so what's the story?" It's about an old man that goes fishing.
So, Timmy, have you ever been inside a Turkish prison?
Yeah. You ever seen a grown man naked?
Yeah.
Peter Gray. Yeah, I think so. The second one was good. It wasn't as good as the first, but it was
Never
good.
been as good as the first.
Right,
Yep.
Sajak was in that one. Yeah, sweating before his trial. Yeah, the second was fun. That whole court scene, you know. So Buddy bailed out. No, Buddy was a rock. Andy bailed out. That whole scene there. Over Macho Grande. I'll never get over Macho Grande. That whole thing, that whole sequence was great. That whole courtroom scene.
Fantastic.
Hey, that's where we got this.
If it pleases the court.
If it pleases the court. And then, who's that guy there that was in Godzilla? Raymond Burr?
Raymond Burr.
He was the judge.
Perry Mason.
Yeah. If it pleases the court. That's where that came from. Airplane too, And then you remember when she was sitting there, Elaine was on the stand, and she's like, "Do you know what it's like to laugh and laugh and laugh?" And Raymond Burr's like, Yes, I do." It was so good. It was so good. Oh, yeah, the blow up doll in the cockpit.
Yep.
Oh, they're smoking cigarettes. That was pretty good. The Kentucky Fried Movie. Oh, man, I haven't seen that in a long time. I think I have that somewhere. Is that the one, the commercial? They had the fake commercial on there, and they're like, "Oh, you ever get those smells in the house? We can get rid of those smells." So that it goes, and some lady opens the door. It's like, "Oh, hi, welcome." Some lady goes, she goes, "Frank still smoking that cigar?" Then the next lady comes in. She's just like, "Fish for dinner?" And then the third lady comes in and goes, "Cripes, what did a cow shit in here?" If you haven't seen the Kentucky Fried Movie, it's full of short little skits that's just really, really funny. The Kentucky, and it's pretty dated, but the Kentucky Fried Movie was pretty good. I should go see if I can watch that again. That would be a funny movie to watch, Jucket. And Shirley, you can't be serious.
Don't call me Shirley.
I'm not sure what happened with that, Robbie. I know that I got some error messages from YouTube tonight when I was starting out. Hopefully we're still on YouTube. It looks like we are.
No, all the I'm seeing all the comments are from there.
Okay. Dave's here in the chat. Autopilot, come on, that was brilliant. Yeah, good luck. We're all counting on you. Yeah. I got a friend of mine, somebody I know from the Game Hounds who's a pilot. And young kid, he's just got his license and he's flying around. He's a really good pilot from what I hear. And so he just got announced that he got this big job or something. I'm working for such and such airlines. I'm going to be flying this and flying that. So everyone's like saying congrats. And I wrote in, good luck. We're all counting on you. Yes, the Kentucky Fried Movie. It's just a collection of shit. I don't know if it's on Netflix or Hulu. Amazon. I gotta go find that. I need to watch that tonight. Top Secret. We talked about that with Val Kilmer the other night. Remember?
Yeah, you did.
Remember I told you I watched that movie, The Saints, and you said it was like a remake of a series, and that Val Kilmer and Elizabeth Shue, and Val Kilmer was the guy that did all the disguises, and then I said Val Kilmer was in another movie called Top Secret. It was funny. It was fair. It wasn't awesome, but it was fair. And Kentucky Fried Movies. I wonder watching it in 2020 if it'd be funny. Yeah, I'll never get over Macho Grande.
And yep. Little, you try carrying Walton and Lanier on your back for 48 minutes. That's
right. Oh, hey, who was the baseball guy? Who was the baseball when he's sitting there on the plane and they're like, we need someone to rescue the plane, and they had that little clip. Now batting.
Oh, I don't remember.
And then he hears the hit of the bat, and he kind of got inspired to go land the plane. Anybody remember which baseball player they named? Pretty obscure player too. I don't even know why they come up with this. Yeah, there was a scene. He had a flashback about baseball, and it was just a quick now batting number blah blah blah, so and so, and then he has a crack at the bat. Yes, there it is, right there.
Manny Mota.
Now batting Manny Mota, and he's like. You hear the crowd cheer. I don't know who Manny Mota is, but he was in Airplane. Manny Mota. Good job, Jamie, with that one.
Wow.
Yep, Manny Mota. Yep, trying to kill the queen. Reggie trying to kill the queen.
Kill the queen.
OJ took a beating in those movies. He really did.
God.
You see the end when he's in the wheelchair. Nordberg, you're doing good. And they pat him on the back. And the wheelchair goes all the way down the stairs and hits at the end and shoots him out into the baseball field. That was great. I would show those clips here, but we get banned. I don't want to do that. Yep, it was Manny Mota. No joke. If you go back and watch Airplane, he's sitting on the plane and he's like, I can't do this. I can't fly a plane. And he's like, now batting Manny Mota. So.
Cream and sugar? No thanks. I take it black like my men.
Yeah, good luck getting away with that. That kid was creepy though. The kid the little kid that showed him had like the deep dark eyes. The kid was kind of creepy. Sorry, he was. But there were so many fun moments in that movie. All right, put your head between your knees. Father, between your own knees. Oh, okay. There was so many we got so many years, and we still do. Recite lines for Airplane, like me and my brother. Just I don't know. Nancy Young is killed by the USC band. I don't remember that one. He was hearing the echo. Yeah. Boy's life. Nun's life. Yep. Yes, Jack Palance was in. I think he was in 2. No, he was in 1. He was fueling. He was the guy that was by the fuel trucks, and he was like throwing his cigarettes by the fuel, and they wouldn't blow up until he spit, and then it blew up. But yeah, Jack Palance was in that one.
City Slickers. The Oscars where he's doing the one-arm push-ups after he won Best Supporting Actor.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was funnier than hell.
Oh, the lady guitar player with it.
Yes.
There is only one river. There is only one sea.
The kid knocking out all the IVs, right? Yeah.
And it flows through you. And it flows through me. We are only one people. We're one and the same. How do I know that song after so many years? I still do.
What did you have for breakfast this morning, Gardner?
I don't know what I had for breakfast today. Maybe I had a regular coffee. I haven't had a regular coffee that I know of in a while. The other night, I could have sworn I made a decaf coffee when I come down to do something here and play something. I was up till 3. I was like wide awake. It's like, I must have made a regular coffee. That was stupid. Was Chuck Connors in the second Airplane?
I think everyone did a cameo in the second one because the first one was so funny. And yes, Turbo, Billy Crystal was the MC the year that Palance won for Best Supporting Actor.
All right, let me see if I can go to who was in that one there. Airplane 2, just to kind of check.
Look, you can see my cat is all comfy cozy.
Wow, Lloyd Bridges.
Yeah.
Yep, Steve McCroskey. Yep, Raymond Burr, Chuck Connors, Rip Torn.
Really?
Rip Torn. Peter Graves and Julie Haggerty and Robert Hayes. You know about Kent McCord.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, he was over Unger Dunn. Yep, William Shatner. Yep. Who else was in there? Sonny Bono. Al White. I don't know who Al White is. Trying to think if any other names jump out at me. No one after that. It's a bunch of people I really haven't heard of.
Todd B, that's where the Naked Gun movies were from. Police Squad.
Pat Sajak was the Buffalo Anchorman. Pat Sajak, yep, was in it. So good call on that one.
That's why I'm here.
Yep. Actually,
Al White is the black guy in the movie. That's of course.
Buffalo Anchorman. Our top story tonight: 4-alarm fire rages through downtown Buffalo. Also in the news: lunar shuttle heads for the sun and certain disaster. That was his line in the movie. Oh. Yeah, he was in there. I don't know who he was. Police Squad was good too. I used to like at the end when they all stopped and like they had like a monkey that would run around and jump all over them. The guy would come in. Remember the big tall guy? You couldn't see his head. Hey Al, you haven't shaved in a while, have you? The guy was like 8 feet tall. I could only see from his neck down. I remember that guy. That guy was awesome. Yep, Police Squad. Yep, in color. Yep, it was. Oh, nice. Did you have to Apple? Let me ask you something. Did you have to tape over any Montreal Stanley Cup games?
I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do. You son of a.
I delivered that AFO right there, buddy. Woo-hoo!
Nervous? Yeah. First time? No, I've been nervous before.
First time? No, I've been nervous lots of time. That was pretty funny. Police Academy movies. They were okay. Police Academy was okay.
First one was good.
The
The
Naked
second
Gun
one,
were great. Well, that's too bad. You missed some good hockey back then. I'll see if Ron can send you over some reel-to-reels or something like that. That was a good time. Those are fun.
So tell me, did you go to St. Louis for the parade or no?
I'm sorry. Did I go to St. Louis at a parade?
Yes, the parade. The one that should have been yours if you hadn't lost 3 games out of 7.
Right? You know, I didn't watch any of the games in that series. Just didn't feel like it. I was like, I just don't get a good feeling about it.
I pick on you if you didn't even watch.
I didn't watch it. Seriously. I come on here, game 7. I come on here and I was doing something. You know, I was in a chat room and I don't even know who was streaming. And someone says, Dave, you're not watching game 7? I was like, I might put it on. They're like, don't bother. It's 3-0 St. Louis. I was like, okay, I won't. that was the end of it. So Major League is a good one too.
Yep.
Boy trapped in the refrigerator eats on foot. Oh, that was in the newspapers that was spinning, right? That's what that was from. Major League, yeah, Major League. I watch that every time it's on. I gotta watch that. Not only is it a funny movie, it's a good feel-good story. It's like The Replacements. The Replacements is such a good movie to watch. Oh yeah, Abe, you got the Blues jersey on, so you might be a Blues guy. Oh, sorry, went on. So yeah, good for you. Good for the Blues winning there.
Alpha approves.
Yeah. They wrote them good back then. They were funny.
Yeah.
They did such a good job. They did. So anyway, well, you want to wrap things up here, Jacket? We had a lot of yucks tonight.
That was fun.
We can get into 8 o'clock, so we can let people get on with their night and go and play what they want to play. And I can go correct my box score here. So Mal, maybe now Baltimore doesn't win if if I put that Bach guy back on home plate, maybe it's a game changer. You know, maybe I take away a run and I replay the inning. I don't know.
People do 4 outs in innings all the time. That's the whole fun of it.
You know what I did actually? Because I got this score sheet that I found somewhere that I like. 'Cause I don't know how to score a baseball game, so I have my own score sheet. But what I do is, so it lists all the players' names, and so I just write down like what they did, and then it skips over to the second inning. And when I played the Orioles, I played the 6th and I played the 7th for the Orioles. I looked up, I never played the 7th for the Red Sox. Just like, because I think I get up and walked away and come back, and I was like, okay, so I'm in the bottom of the 7th, but I don't have any batters in the top of the 7th of the Red Sox. So I just went back and I played the top of the 7th and top of the 8th side by side. What can you do? What can you do?
We've all been there. We've all been there.
I do that all the time. It's like, oh, I forget what happened. Where am I? I'm flipping the card. So yes, Bruce, thank you. Thank you for the text message today, Bruce. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was a bad day when I got that notice, and I'm hoping that more don't continue to fall because, yeah, it just, you know,
yeah,
this isn't. You can't have no sports. You just can't have it. They need to fix this. You know, they need to stop this insanity. They need to. They got to realize that we're really not saving as many as we thought anymore, and we're hurting more than we are. So we need to fix that. Yep. So, yeah, that's a good idea, actually, Chad. When you write a note where you are, sometimes I'll put a pen indicating where I am or what's going on. But even sometimes during the stream here, I'll get talking with somebody. I'm like, oh boy, you know, where am I? Especially if it's not the PC game, because then you don't know where you are. If you're playing a card game, like, did I roll the dice or did I not? Or where did I leave off? So, yeah, ball 4, ball 8, ball 12.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah, they don't call you the best color man in baseball for nothing. So many funny stories and one-liners in that. So anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. So we had a little night off last night, but we were back tonight in full force, trying to hit our stride, so to speak. Yeah, Harry leads the league in nose hair. There you go. Yeah. Yep. You know, and you know, Greg, I wish that's what they would do with this. Look, if you want to go out. If you don't, you don't. You know, and if you want to chance it. You know, and let's see what happens, because it's not working the way it is. It's not. My wife's cracking up. I'm cracking up. I had such a bad night. I couldn't come on here last night, and it's just not fair. My buddy's business is dying. This hockey league, 40 years. They shut down a hockey league after 40 years. It's one of the leagues I worked for. If they continue to fall, I have nothing. And really, was it worth it? Was it worth saving my life? And now I have nothing. So whatever. But anyway, yes, that's why I see in all these rallies that are like, look, we got to stop this. Candlesticks are always a nice choice. Okay.
The rooster crows at midnight? I don't know.
I don't know. The chair is by the door. John has a long mustache. I don't know. Is this code words? Craig, are you sending a message to Ron or something like that? Ron, is this something you should know?
I left my heart in San Francisco.
All right. Yeah, Turbo said, yeah. That's what I told my mother the other day. I was talking to my mother on Mother's Day. She's like, you got your hot thing coming up? It says, yeah, it's supposed to be in June. She goes, well, let me know how you make out. It says, well, if you don't hear from me, then you know it didn't go very well. So she laughed. I laughed. We all laughed.
My mother asked me a couple of weeks ago, how long do you think I'm going to be dead in my house before you find me? And so I told her, if it's wintertime, you're just going to freeze anyway. You'll be nice and preserved by then.
Ooh. No, it's not. Yeah. I know, the empty stadiums, it's like cheap as creepers, you know? I don't know. So, all right, we're going to jump out here. Ron, you back on at noon tomorrow?
Tomorrow for more baseball, Dave's favorite sport.
I know. Can you put a guy on first with the Bach tomorrow? Just please?
No.
That'd be kind of fun.
That would be funny, but no.
So, all right. We'll talk to everybody later. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.